welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about... What am I going to be talking about? If I could only choose one palette and one palette only, which palette will I choose? So if you guys are interested in that, then please just keep on watching. What is going on with my camera? Option 1 is going to be Soft Glam from Anastasia. Option 2, the Mermaid palette from Tarte. And option 3, guys, I'm so sorry, like I've been pronouncing her last name wrong. Like I've been saying Natasha the no instead of the na. For some reason, every time I hear people pronouncing her last name, I don't know, in my head I hear Natasha the no. But it's Natasha the na. So anyways, it's the Tropic palette from Natasha Denona. And oh, I love this baby. This is my first palette from her and I just love it. I'm in love with this. Anyways, I'm going to start with the Soft Glam palette, which everybody's talking about it. Everybody loves it. My personal opinion is that this palette is more beautiful than the Renaissance palette. But that's my personal opinion. So this palette retails for $42. It comes with this amazing brush. I don't care what anybody says about this brush. This brush is actually really good quality and you can totally create different looks while using this double end brush. So I don't know why people say that this brush is not good. Yes, it is. And if you're one of those that you don't really have too many brushes in your collection, don't worry about it. You can totally create different looks using this brush only. So this palette contains 14 different shades and they work amazing, you guys. The blendability in this palette is just amazing. So on the website it says that it has the ultra matte finish, the duochrome, and the metallic finish. And I don't know, I don't really see the duochrome finish. Mostly what I see is 5 of the eyeshadows have a shimmer sort of metallic finish to them, and then the rest, the other 9, are ultra matte. I'm going to swatch them real quick so you guys can see. Okay, so this is Tempera, Glistening, Orange Soda, Rose Pink, Sultry. There is a lot of pigment, you guys. So that one right there is Bronze, Dusty Rose, Fairy, Burnt Orange, Sienna, Rustic, Cyprus, and Noir. So here are the 14 shades. So the next palette that I'm going to be talking about is this baby right here. And this is the Mermaid palette from Tarte. This also retails for $42. When you try to open up, you kind of have to force and put a little bit of pressure. Like right now, I can't even open it. I am not sure if I am the only one that has so much problem trying to open this palette up, but yeah, woo, finally. Okay, it's not normal. It might just be my palette though that has that problem. So when I go to the store Sephora, I was actually in search of the Tropic palette, and I went to the store just to get the Tropic palette. And then next to the Tropic palette was this beauty. Just look at this packaging for a second, please. And then that gold. Oh my god, it's stunning. Right when you open the palette, it says 99% mermaid. It's right over here. And then Tarte. On top of that, you get this amazing scent. On the Sephora website, it says that it's vanilla, but I mean, definitely it's vanilla, but I don't know, for some reason I also smell chocolate in here. It just smells amazing. You don't necessarily like shimmer shades, then I don't recommend this palette for you because this palette mostly contains shimmer. There's only 3 colors that are matte. So guys, I totally forgot to mention this, but this is actually a limited edition palette. So if you're a makeup lover and you love collecting makeup, I don't know, but this palette, it's beautiful. The packaging is just stunning, and I feel like it would be perfect for your collection because look at this baby. It's just too cute. Most likely, if you have really sensitive eyes, you can definitely use this palette because it's tested by dermatologists. myself, like I have really strong allergies. My eyes just get very sensitive. They start crying, they get red. I'm really irritated. And for some reason when I use this palette, that doesn't happen to my eyes. So I mean, that's a plus for me. Let me go ahead and swatch the colors so you guys can see the colors. Nude Beach, Sure Thing, Frosé, Mermosa, Beach Please, Fantastic, Sandbar, Cavern, Shipwreck, Salt Water, Bubbles, Lagoon, Splash, and Shelia. I love the material that it has, and I don't know, I really love this palette and I highly recommend. I don't have anything negative to say about it. The only negative thing that I have is, I mean, it's not really negative, it's just when I try to open this palette up, I kind of have to really push my 2 fingers in there, and sometimes it can be a bit more complicated than other times. Like right now it wasn't as complicated, but other times like I really have to like fight with this palette and able to open it for some reason, I don't know. But it might just be my palette, you know. I don't know. But if you're one of those like myself that you really like to collect makeup and you're just a makeup lover, then I highly recommend this baby right here, because this will be an amazing addition to your collection. And the last palette that I'm going to be talking about is the Tropic palette from Natasha Denona. And I don't know guys, just look at this packaging. I love the blue. This is how it looks on the side. And it has those little holes if you wanna, by any chance you want to take out the eyeshadow pan from the actual eyeshadow packaging. It has a big mirror, which I love. And this is how the eyeshadows look. I'm in love with this palette. This is actually the first product that I buy from Natasha Denona. And I really don't have anything negative to say about this palette. The only negative thing I will have to say is that it's $130. Okay, $130 is a lot for a palette. And the other negative thing that I will have to say is that for some reason I noticed that the color Tiger Lily, if I get this color right and I do this, there's a lot of pigment. And look at that swatch, it's beautiful. But now, if I get a brush, this is the MAC 213 brush, I'm getting a lot of the color. Look at that, you guys. It's no good. It's barely giving me any pigment. There is what happened. Even if I wet the eyeshadow with Prep and Prime, it's still, let me zoom in so you guys can see. This is the finger swatch. This is a dry brush, and this is a brush with MAC Prep and Prime. Definitely see a big difference, but still it's not good. It's not meant to use with a brush. It really is meant to use with your fingers. Look at that pigment. That is definitely something that you should consider. Same thing that happens with the color Tiger Lily. It kind of also happens to Exotic. Look at that, you guys. Oh my god. It's not even there. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, the color is barely even there. Okay, and look at this. I'm really, you know, trying to get that pigment in my brush. And not as bad as Tiger Lily, but it's not good. It's definitely not good. Now, finger swatch. Look at that color, you guys. Just beautiful. I'm going to do the same for Limoncello, Gusti, and Mint Frost. So now I'm going with Mint Frost, and that color is just absolutely stunning. Now I'm going to get a dry brush. I'm really dipping my brush. This is a dry brush. Okay. Not the best, you guys. Seriously, that's not good. Now I'm going to get the color Limoncello with a dry brush. Really digging my brush in there. You guys can see. Limoncello is good, but I mean, I really dig my brush in there. I feel like Exotic and Tiger Lily, so far those two have been the worst. Definitely the color is there, but it doesn't give me the same pigmentation as with the finger swatch. So now let me put a little bit of Prep and Prime. And that's with Prep and Prime. I'm gonna swatch the matte so you guys can see. This is Peach Puff, Sangria, Coco. A little bit of kickback. These colors are very pigmented, so that's why. Laguna, Nudist, Pastel Melon. Okay, Laguna. This color right here, Laguna, is really pigmented. That's Sienna right there. Sahara, Vintage Taupe. The matte shades work beautiful, and they also work amazing with a brush. This is Peach Puff, and I'm going to put Peach Puff right over here so you guys can see. And oh my god, that's just beautiful, you guys. It is a very pricey palette, so if you don't want to be spending $130 on a palette that, I mean, you literally have to use your fingers and able to get that high pigmentation out of those 5 beautiful shades, then I don't know, I don't recommend this palette then. But if you don't mind using your fingers, you are definitely going to be loving this palette like I do, because I love this palette and I don't mind using my fingers at all. I just love using my fingers to create makeup looks because it's fast and you get that full pigmentation, and I don't know, I just love using my fingers to create makeup looks. Definitely you could use this palette to create soft, natural looks, or you can go for colorful and vibrant looks. It definitely is very versatile, so you can create different looks with this palette. I just wanted to put it out there in case you guys are wondering, you know, why the cream-like formulas don't work as well with a dry brush. And that's the reason why. It's mostly cream base, so when you use your dry brush, the pigment is not there because you have to use your fingers because it's a cream-like formula. So just use your fingers and you'll be good. Much what I have to say about the Natasha Denona palette. I feel like I've been talking for like the past 2 hours. I know, like I'm out of breath here. So if you guys are still watching and you're wondering which palette am I going to choose, ta-da! If you're a makeup lover like myself, I highly recommend that you go ahead and grab this palette because you're just going to fall in love with this palette. The colors blend beautiful and they work amazing, and it's only $42. It's also a limited edition. And I mean, what more can you guys ask for? Okay, it's everything in this little baby right here that you can, it also is very travel friendly. It's really small. I feel like the eyeshadows are very protective because of the packaging. And I don't know, this is seriously my favorite one from the three. I understand that they're all amazing and they all have beautiful tones. That's exactly what happened to me. That's why I ended up buying the three of them. I've been using this palette almost every single day. Like for example, right now, this makeup look that I'm wearing is from Tarte. Alright guys, so this is the end of this video and I hope that you enjoy. I also hope that it was helpful in any way possible. So anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It will really mean the world to me, you guys. So yeah, please just click on the little bell and subscribe to my channel. Anyways, you guys, have a beautiful day, night, wherever you are and you're watching this video. To the next one, guys. Ciao.